We're back.
Yes, sir. Geeks all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cause We Geek. We encourage you to stay geek, man. Listen, I promise we're not uniformed out here, man. We just happen to be rocking the same colors by coincidence. It's your boy Real. Got Big J in the building, got Cuz in the building. No BA tonight, man. He'll be back with us on Saturday. But listen, guys, you already know if you're into the geek culture, content, all that good stuff, movies, television, you're definitely in the right place, man. We talk about all this every Tuesday evening and Saturday morning, guys. So join us for these conversations, man. We appreciate some of the subscribers who joined the channel here recently. We just ask you guys help us to get more subscribers to join this community of geeks like yourselves to talk about all types of things in the movie and television side of the geek culture. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like buttons too as well, man. That does a lot for the channel in more ways than you know. And also, too, if you guys have any questions or any comments, man, addressing any of the topics that we bring up, y'all, hit us in the comment section. We'll address those here towards the end of the show. All right, fellas, let's get to it, man. Lanterns came on Sunday, episode 2 of them things. So we're going to get to it, man. Listen, but before we even start talking about Lanterns, all right, I'm going to tell y'all right now, what we normally do is kind of give our thoughts on the show and kind of have our back and forth and all that type of stuff. And then we give our Kaioken rating of the episode. If you have not seen Lanterns, episode 1 or 2, we recommend you go watch the episode. Go watch the show. Come back. Let us know what you think. But until then, spoilers.
Spoilers.
Yes, sir. Listen, you've been warned. All right. We're talking Lanterns episode 2. Got some things here attached to the Lantern show we're gonna talk about here. So first, let's get into this first, then we'll kind of get to because Aaron Pierre has some comments. Lantern shatters the DC viewership record with a massive premiere at 9.3 million views in just 3 days. So it says here the series premiere of Lanterns has accumulated 9.3 million views over the course of its first 3 days on HBO and HBO Max. And the series also pulled in 6.6 million views in the United States on its own across that same 3-day period. Are y'all watching this on Max or y'all watching this on the actual HBO?
HBO
Max. Yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering. Also, too, guys. So check this out. Aaron Pierre talks about Jon Stewart possibly being part of the Justice League. Is he hinting at Justice League? A lot of people been kind of speculating that, man, with some of the cast in Man of Tomorrow. So let's go ahead and get to it. Let's check this out. This is what Aaron Pierre's comments were on: is Jon Stewart possibly setting up the Justice League?
Would be very exciting to see in a live action context.
You want to take it? Is that a test?
I'm not going to comment on what my Justice League would be. I'll leave that to James. I'll leave that to DC and the folks who make the calls. But for John to be part of the Justice League, of course, selfishly, it would be a dream come true. I think John contributes such wonderful and unique things to that particular dynamic. It's undeniable, and it would be very exciting to see in a live action context.
Well, cool, man, Jay. Go ahead and let us know, man. What's your thoughts on it, man? What was your thoughts on this episode? And could you see this possibly leading to the Justice League?
I liked the episode. Liked it a lot. I like the fact that they keep hinting that uh, John Stewart is more than a regular Lantern. We've seen, of course, even in the trailer for episode 3, they were showing how it looks like. It looks like it's gonna be a flashback episode where they show the what do you call them from Oha,
Manhunter.
huh?
So the
No, not the
Manhunters.
Manhunters. The other one, the bosses, the big bosses.
The Guardians.
Oh,
The Guardians.
the Guardians.
Yeah, when they show Laura Linney's character as a guardian, apparently visiting him as a baby and
Mm-hmm.
doing the interview. So, and like I said,
Hey,
but we saw.
you think she's get that?
Don't think
Like
she what?
get that, like a reverse, like sex reversed, sex, instead of a male, she's a. That's what people kind of was.
I heard that theory before. I don't know.
Hmm.
Actually, we haven't seen except for that one little snippet of her talking. So I think we had to see more of that. I mean, I think a lot of people guessed right on Anton being an Atrocitus. With the A name, and
I still think he's Atrocitus.
So does that mean that Macon is going to be the Black Hand?
Great question. I don't know that, and yeah, that's a great question, bro. Because when they shot Hal, I think they shot him with some type of alien technology because he didn't nothing really showed on his shoulder or anything. So I'm not sure. It's a good question though. But
they said it was a through and through. But so here's the problem though. Because through it means like it didn't hit any bone, didn't hit any major. So it would just be muscle and convenience. But once again, it is still weird that he was walking around unless it was a very, very small round. But you still would be like, I got shot. He wouldn't be just back to normal. My thing is, there was a lot of clues in this episode that there's some weird stuff going on in just the town. Like I said, you point out, because I was noticing it looked like The Walking Dead, but nobody in the hospital. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody there in the town.
Nobody in the town. When everybody's in that town, like how everybody in the town meeting? You know what I'm saying? First of all, in one building, everybody in the Masonic Lodge, whatever it was, the VA Lodge, everybody's in the VA Lodge, and like I said, just nothing. No traffic. Nobody just walking down the street. Nothing. Then all the stores shut down. That's just weird. You know what I'm saying? So the theory could be is that it's not one, but that may be where they put all the manhunters. That the whole town is manhunters, basically.
That'd be crazy.
Well, something's going on, right? Because how is it that one, like I said, nobody's in the hospital at all, and all this brand new equipment, like it's never been used on a human.
They got plastic on the equipment.
It's a weird vibe, you know what I mean? So I've got theories. Like I said, I started to lean to either everybody's an alien or something because it's real weird. Like I said, maybe they're all manhunters and that's why they hate the aliens. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still think that's probably why was it Abin Sur was supposed to be dropping off a manhunter and got attacked, and that's what caused the crash.
52 comic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I could.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But I've just been impressed. I was impressed with him showing John's power with him, doing the concert. He couldn't fly. That was funny with him on the tiptoes trying to get the flight. Although, once again, we talk about it. How messed up is it that he was going to have him fly with 5% power on that ring? And we know that when he tried to fly, he only got 30 feet off the ground before he fell. So what if John would have just took off? And you know what I mean?
It's like a cell phone charger, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I
trying to talk on the phone with somebody on a 5% charge. That's what's gonna die.
Yeah, that's like that was a murder. He was trying to commit a murder via ring. You know what I mean?
Oh, did you hear what the showrunner said it originally was gonna do?
Yeah, about him jumping off like he was gonna fly him up to the top of the building and give him the ring.
Yeah, the top of the water tower.
Yeah.
He said because the name of the episode is Trust Fall. Yeah. So that would have been crazy, bro. But yeah.
You saw the name of the next one, right?
Outcast.
But spelled with a K, like the band.
Like the group. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting.
Oh wait, 18 aliens.
Yeah.
I had to wear the glasses and honor my boy, my fallen comrade, BA. So that's why I had to bust the glasses out.
What you got, good?
It was a great episode. Great storytelling. If they were to do Justice League, I mean, it makes sense. You have Superman was good. Supergirl's not really part of it. You so you can like slowly walk her into it if you want. You have your Green Lanterns very successful at this point, so you can be able to introduce him into it or have him into Justice League. So you do have ingredients that would be pretty fun to have. The episode overall was good. With that rating, the viewer, the 9.3 million and then the 6.6 in the US, that was like top 5 for HBO. Uh, when they talked about it, it's like just to hear that like within the first few days, which means like the word of mouth, because I'm sure like that first Sunday it had a decent amount. And then as folks talked about it from Monday to Tuesday, like it got more and more people watching it. And now, like you see, people post on it on Sundays, it's like got a new show, or even Monday got a new show and stuff like that. So it's growing even more, which makes it even better. But yeah, with this episode, it does show just the strength and the uniqueness of Jon Stewart for him to have that construct without even having the ring, and at that distance as well, just shows how different he is. And one thing that I heard, it was what is it? What is it? Midnight Boys had brought it up as far as a thought thing, as if Jon Stewart is the next reiteration of the Green Lantern. You had the Manhunters, then you had the Ring, or the Green Lanterns. The ring for the Green Lanterns was select, and now the new reiteration is that that the Guardians select a Green Lantern as a child or as a baby and gets trained up instead of having to ring to choose them. They can actually have someone that's trained and more contained as well, especially compared to how Jordan was. I thought that was pretty interesting. Just thinking of it's a different reiteration going from stage to stage. So you have Hal and John team up to find and deal with the last iteration, and then John is getting ready to replace the most recent iteration. So it's pretty cool. Storytelling is great. Still maintains the groundedness. It do it very well. Even with the flying was really good. Had him to put on the suit, a practical suit was good. Seeing Sinestro at the end, it's like fun things are about to happen with that because it's you saw the uh the just straightness of John, the fact that he immediately told Hal that those aliens took the time to not tell that they avoided Hal and told John who they were while they were there and stuff like that. And John could have took that as a way to undercut Hal. And instead of doing that, he actually told Hal about it. And it was more of and created that more teamwork type of situation and whatnot instead of undercutting him, which is a good sign that it was like, yeah, I'm not going to allow this to happen. And then now Hal is going to go see Sinestro, who's probably going to do his side of trying to put a little wedge in between them. So it's great storytelling. It was a fun episode to watch. What you got, Ray?
Yeah, there's a few things that stood out to me in this episode. So, one thing was the fact that I wonder if Sinestro, how long he's been in prison. I wonder if it had to be around 2006.
Gotta be.
Maybe he's been in there for at least 10 years so far at this time, because the story is around 2016. Maybe he's been in there for 10 years. The reason why I say that is because I was sitting there talking to a guy who worked today. He kind of threw this theory out. And I think I asked you this before, BJ. I don't think Sinestro had a yellow ring yet.
Ooh.
I don't think he has a yellow ring.
He seems to be feeding in. I mean, he seems to be pushing that fear thing because you see he's trying to scare John, Hal Jordan.
Okay.
Mhm.
So when they said it was a coup.
Mhm.
I wonder if it was a coup as a Green Lantern
Mhm.
and not as a Yellow Lantern. I mean, I could be wrong. I just I mean, I don't know. We'll see though, because I think I'm guessing right now, and I'm theorizing. I don't think he has the yellow ring yet. Now he is an older Sinestro at this point, so maybe he does have the yellow ring, But I'm theorizing on that. Another thing too, when Sinestro said that the Manhunters are your second biggest threat.
Mhm.
What's the first threat?
John.
John. Got to be
So I
John.
think it's John. Okay.
Yeah, that's part of his sowing that fear and that little trying to find a gap between them.
Yeah, you might be right. Because I think Hal is it's a little
Intimidated, if
little
nothing
country.
else.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, like this show, the build up is kind of reminding me of, you remember how the build up was for what's the name of that show? WandaVision. Remember how WandaVision was kind of like a slow build, and then it got to probably like the last maybe 3, maybe 2 episodes. Then you kind of starting to put a little bit of it together, whatever, kind of understand what's going on. That's what I kind of felt they're doing right now with this show right now, bro. I feel like that's probably what they're doing. But yeah, it's a pretty good show so far, man. I like the slow build up. The part I didn't understand was why Hal went all the way out there and didn't bring his lantern. He's like, bro, you've been in this situation like this before. Like, why would you not bring your lantern with you? That's the
Well,
one thing.
remember, he got that message. He just took off from the taco place. So I
Yeah.
don't think he.
Oh, right. You're right. Yeah, I thought I forgot about that.
Yeah, he didn't really think. He just took reacted. And said, "Oh, gotta go."
Yeah, and it like. So I heard some theories too. What's the old lady name that John slept with? So supposedly people are thinking that she might actually be the daughter of Sinestro.
I've heard that. I've
'Cause
heard she's the Manhunter. I've heard multiple theories about
Yeah.
everybody because she doesn't seem to fit.
Mhm.
Yeah, because remember too, Sinestro had a daughter with Ivan Sewer's sister. So that's why I'm like, okay, maybe I could probably see that, because a lot of people were starting to kind of theorize, because when she was in that diner or that cafe, it was a lot of yellow things around her. The yellow mustard, the yellow. I think it was like painting certain where the light was hitting the wall was like yellow around her, and all that type of stuff. So that's kind of interesting too, man, because I'm still trying to catch her angle. Like, what's the chances that you happen to be at these areas where they're at twice?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then what's another thing? Anton and his group. I was looking at their fingers, and let's just say Anton is Atrocitus. Does he have the red ring?
They also talk about the fact that they stood like, remember, it was 6 of them, and and
Yep.
Anton was in the center.
Yep. Remember, there was 5 survivors in their sector 666, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was kind of wondering too, like, if it's Anton, I'm looking at his hands, he didn't have any rings on his finger. Now that could mean it could be 2 different things, right? It could be the fact that he didn't get the ring yet, or it could be the fact that they have it, he just didn't have it on him or whatever, or they kind of camouflage or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Part of their disguise or whatever. But I was wondering that, bro, because they because people are hinting to the fact that he is Anton. I mean, that he's a Atrocitus. So I think we already know that they're gonna have more than one spectrum of lanterns in this show. So I'm just wondering when we're gonna start kind of peeling back a little bit of those layers to kind of get an understanding or idea of what direction they're going in, bro. Because I'm hoping that, because I don't know if y'all saw, the showrunner already said that they're kind of for season 2 they kind of have an idea what they want to do, and they're gonna start highlighting all of the spectrums of the of the lanterns or whatever, hope and love and fear and greed and death and light. I don't know if it's gonna be, I mean, it could be death and light, I don't know, but of course, green or whatever. So that's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. I'm really excited, man, like I said, for this show. A lot of theories and people kind of throwing out there the fact too that I think we talked about on the last show, John dad. I think we're starting to kind of see it. We might see this next episode. We saw John as a baby. If you saw the preview for the next episode, John is a baby, the green light flashing on his face. You know what I mean? So, like you said, cuz it's so in the comics there were different. Some of the Guardians kind of split off and had their own kind of way that they handled, the Green Lanterns or whatever. So you had some, like you said, to get the Ring chooses them. You had some like John where they choose them, right? Ganthet is the one who found Rayner, Kyle Rayner. He's the one who found him. But that was after the fact that Hal went crazy. He was possessed by Parallax, and he destroyed the lantern battery and killed a lot of lanterns or whatever. So that's how Ganthet ended up finding Kyle Rayner. He became the Green Lantern there for a stretch. But yeah, bro, it's to the. I want to see what's gonna happen with your boy, man. Guy Gardner. I want to see all this, man. So I definitely can't wait. But we gonna see, man. Big J, what's your Kyle Can rating on this episode, man?
On this one, I would say a 9 on this one.
Okay.
I got a question for y'all after we did get a rating, so.
Okay. What you got, cuz?
I was going to keep it at a 9 as well. First 2 episodes were great. Enjoyed them. What I'm looking forward to is going through the whole season and then doing the rewatch. Like it's been a great 2 episodes so far.
I'm gonna give this episode. I'm gonna give it a 9 as well. What do we get the first episode?
I gave it a 9 as well. Think BJ, you did 8.9.
8.5, 8 point something. It was 8 point something. It was high.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so you going back up?
Yeah.
So you going up? Okay.
Yeah.
I think I was 9 as well too. Cause I was sitting there trying to think yesterday. Like, is this episode better than the first episode in your opinion? That's what I was kind of wondering. Because like I said, that's one of those shows where it's not like a lot of action, but it's a lot of story.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, it draws a lot of liberties from, True Detective, whatever. True Detective don't have a ton of action in it like that. It's very character and story driven. So I know so kind of what a lot of people kind of like, I want to see more of this and that and this. Like I think it's gonna build up to that eventually, you know what I'm saying? Because whatever they're uncovering is gonna show itself and start, especially when they back into a corner, it's gonna show itself and you're gonna have to use their powers or whatever. John's gonna have to use his powers, all that type of stuff. So I think we're gonna see it here eventually. But yeah, I'm giving it a 9, man. What you got, BJ?
The question?
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, actually, I got 2 questions. One, John Campbell made a statement. He was talking about the quality of the show, how well the show is, and I kind of agree. But he was saying that, because we've seen the other DC offerings, and we just saw Supergirl that, that was not run by James Gunn. So everybody thought, if he's not doing the show, then it means it's going to suck. But in his mind, he thinks it's the strength of HBO that's making this show so good. And
that's what me and Cuz said.
Yeah.
We said it.
So all right, so y'all agree that it's HBO's doing, not again, because obviously they said he wasn't even on set that much to Lanterns.
Yes. So
it's HBO.
We said this a while back when you heard the showrunners and all that stuff, the fact that it was going to play not because like normally like with Peacemaker was strictly HBO Max, right? With this show, this is HBO first, then HBO Max, just like Game of Thrones. So that right there is telling you a lot that HBO has their hands on this. They got the showrunners, the writers, and all that stuff for some of the most prominent shows that they've shown on HBO, right? Heavy hitters, right? That's why whenever we was talking about our confidence in this show, like, bro, look who running it.
Immediately.
Like I'm you good. You just show me, take my wallet. That's all you got to do, right? And so that's why I say I'm not really surprised about what's going on with it, man, and how well it is right now. And everybody and their mama talking about it. You probably count on one hand how many bad shows there are for HBO. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like for me, bro, I'm not surprised. Especially with the 2 guys running the show. We already knew what time it was.
Right, so here's the second question.
Okay.
Is this going to be better than Penguin?
Ooh.
How many episodes? So Penguin was just different. So it's hard to say if it's better because it's just different. Like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say yes, it will be. I think end of this season it will be better. We will consider it better than Penguin, and Penguin was a fantastic show. So yeah,
I gotta go back and watch Penguin. I gotta go back and watch it.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, actually, I don't even think it's really going out on a limb because it's just great storytelling. I'm gonna say, yeah, it is. No,
Yeah, Penguin was good.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not even knocking it. It's not even a knock on Penguin. But I think that because of the showrunners and the writers that they have on it, it's what's going to put this over the top of Penguin. Because Penguin was coming off of the Batman, so you already had a world built essentially, and you were just continuing that. This is world building with the Green Lanterns. So, it's building Green Lantern's world at this point, and what we want for them. So I think that's what takes this to a whole different level. Because for the Penguin, we already had the Batman that was we knew it was going to be grounded, and it was just going to be a continuation of what we saw from the Penguin and from the Batman. So with this is just boom, here's the Green Lanterns. This is what we're rocking with. So yeah, I'll put this on a different level.
What you got?
I'm gonna have to disagree a little bit with Cuz on this one, but the fact that because the Penguin, I don't think anybody expected the Penguin to be that good, bro.
Well, I'm not saying that good. I'm not saying that good, but you knew that it was going to be a gangster Penguin and grounded.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that don't necessarily mean it would have been good. The fact that it also had the HBO treatment on top of it being a kind of like a show running type of position for Matt Reeves, right? So you have the guys who run the show and stuff well for HBO on top of Matt Reeves being there. So, like I said, it's different. If you're gonna ask which one is better, I wouldn't say Penguin. I was asked for because this is different compared to what we got with Lanterns. Ask, is it better than Peacemaker? If you take the last episode out, is this better than Peacemaker? Peacemaker was ran completely different from what Penguin and Lanterns were ran. Mm-hmm. That's the question. But go ahead.
So I'm gonna throw this out there because Penguin came out a little while ago, so we may have forgot. Penguin was nominated for 24 Primetime Emmys, 3 Golden Globes, and it won. One for Colin Farrell for Best Performance. Critics' Choice Awards, it won 4. Best Superhero Program, Best Actor for Colin Farrell, Best Actress for Milioti for Girl. So it was both highly watched and it was extremely critically acclaimed. So, like I said, I think we may have slept on how good Penguins was. Penguin 24 Primetime Emmys is not. That's more than some channels get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Remember when
and Penguin studios.
When Penguin came out, that was talk of the town. Everybody was talking about Penguin. Not saying folks ain't talking about the Lanterns, but it was a different type of conversation. Like Penguin was, and like you said, because Penguin was so grounded, and it felt more like a kind of like a Sopranos type of feel to it, right? It was more relatable to more people. This one has more of a comic book feel to it, so you might have some people who watch random shows that'll watch it, but it's more catered to like people like us who are tied to the comic books. Penguins have to be a comic book character that's more entrenched in more of a grounded type of like setting or whatever, to where everybody can kind of relate to it a little bit more. Like I said, like you watching Sopranos or something, you know what I'm saying? Like any other like kind of hard hitting HBO show. So yeah, I agree with Big J on that one. Not to say Leonard ain't good, but I definitely got to say, man, Penguin was on a different level. It was on a different level. And if Leonard don't
fall off,
yeah, because listen, when Penguin, that last episode of Penguin,
Jesus, I'm still upset about it.
I was just about to say, folks still mad about that last episode, bro. So
the Hangman, man, come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? So
she killed everybody. Spoiler alert: she killed everybody.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, it was kind of satisfying too, because a lot of them folks were trash. And she did say the little kid, so
The little girl.
She-
She
she
let the
didn't-
little girl go.
yeah, she let the little girl go, so she's not always evil. The other folks were just more justified, but yeah.
She
But
kind of evil.
yeah, she's still evil, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Actually,
the
no,
conscious.
they
It's
made
like
her that way.
conscious.
They made her that way. Remember, they set her up and put her in jail, her dad and all that. So they kind of made her that way. So, but yeah, man, let's go ahead. We got a couple topics, man, to hit, man. Definitely want to get y'all opinion on these. Let's go ahead and get into these quick hits, fellas. Y'all, check this out. James Gunn says Brave and the Bold is not on hold. So for those who don't know, supposedly there was an insider who said he talked to Andy Muschietti, and Andy Muschietti said, I think we talked about it on the last show, I think, that Andy Muschietti said that the project is on hold because they're kind of waiting on the outcome of the merger. That's what he said. But James Gunn has come out and said some stuff, man, and said that that's not the case. So let's go ahead and see exactly what James Gunn said here, man. So he retweeted somebody on Threads, and this is what they had to say. Andy Muschietti has reportedly said all work on Brave and the Bold is on hold until after the Paramount Warner Brothers merge has settled. James Gunn said it doesn't sound like anything Andy would have said, but the project is no way on hold. Okay. Also, he said this right here. Somebody else had tweeted to him, I think. And let's see if I can. Oh, same one. But yeah, it was another thing he had said too as well. But yeah, pretty much what he said. It's not on hold. So, well, fellas, listen. We've talked about this numerous of times. I think we've had our opinions on should the Batman be in the DCU by now. We're looking at our watches and run out a little time here. But anyway, BJ, what's your thoughts, man? Your boy James Gunn said that it's not on hold, but supposedly Andy Muschietti said it was.
And like once again, your boy John Campy said that seems to be a disconnect because the person said they spoke to Andy Muschietti, so they didn't. It was like sources said. He's like, I spoke to the director, and he said it's on because they asked him about a casting. That's what they asked him.
This ain't the first time either.
I know. That's so. Just like him and Matt Reeves. You remember that was that because they said he was trying to force Matt Reeves, but to incorporate Batman into the DCU. But they said Matt Reeves had 100% creative control in his contract before James Gunn ever signed on. So James couldn't make him change anything because he doesn't have the authority to override the contract. So, but my thing is, so does that mean that? I don't know. That does sound weird. If you said I talked to the director, he says everything's on hold, and the other guy like nothing on hold. You know what I mean? Like if the head of the studio is saying nah.
Good on you, you know what I mean? James Gunn.
Yeah, I think Muschietti. I kind of thought it was on hold. I thought Muschietti was focusing on it.
Welcome to Derry.
Welcome to Derry. Yeah, season 2.
Yeah. So, I mean, he got time. When the Batman movie coming out? Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go, right there. There's your answer. You already gave an answer right there.
Let me check my watch.
That delayed one.
Well, no, because even the other one, but and like, once again, this is that stuff I talk about when we talk about I don't have a problem with there being multiple Batmans, but why was he trying to force Matt Reeves to include his Batman? And y'all talked about who's going to be in the Justice League, but if we don't have a Wonder Woman and we don't have Batman, it's going to be Aquaman. So is it going to be Green Lantern?
Flash.
Yeah, no Flash. So it's going to be Green Lantern. It's going to be Superman, Supergirl, Hawkman, and some 15th level character that James fell in love with, like you're trying to bring Starro back or something, put him in the green, dude. I'm telling you, man, I don't know what he's thinking. I think
Starro Jr. by the way, but yeah,
he gonna do some, like I said, he gonna try and do a ragtag group of characters you ain't never heard of and put them in the Justice League and be like, see, here you go. He probably wouldn't put Mr. Terrific in that as much as I'd rather see him than half the other people, But but it's I don't know, man. James Gunn, like I said, good director, great writer. I don't know about him as a studio head. He's making some stuff I got to question. And like I said, all this the issues with him and the creators. I think, like I said, I think Lanterns is so good because HBO was like, we got this. You want to do a
Yep.
Lantern show? Okay, go and do your movie. Go and do Superman. We got this over here. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay. So
That's what it
nobody
sounds
smirching,
like.
nobody smirching James Gunn. I'm not saying anything negative. I said I gave him compliments that he is a good director and a great writer. So before y'all come at me in the comments,
What you got, cuz?
Yeah, sounds like Victor just said, another disconnect between the studio head and one of the directors. It is frustrating that like even if it is hold or get delayed, it's the fact that it still isn't coming out in the next year or so, and you're still waiting on the Batman that keeps getting pushed back and changed and everything else. So it's just more of a frustration at this point because you can say it's not on hold, but it really don't matter if you not starting production at this point. So it being on hold or not is still not coming out in the next 2 years at this point. So it really doesn't matter what the studio head says at this point. Yeah, it's frustrating. And yeah, it would be nice to have the Justice League, but it don't have like 90% of the people that or 80% of the people that will be part of it at this point, which is frustrating. I just hope that they get it together because yeah, the this movie needs to happen, and if it does come out that they are waiting for this merger to like whatever happens with it happens, it makes it that much more frustrating with Paramount doing this. Like it's just making the world worse for everybody. What you got, Ray?
I ain't blaming Paramount for this. Like I said, he
Nah, they
is
get blamed for everything.
well, not I won't. I'm not blaming him for this because you like you just said a minute ago. You haven't put any type of anything together to indicate that you're on your way to making a Batman movie, right?
Right.
All we heard is rumors of they're writing the script or whatever. How long ago was that now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You still writing the script? Listen, man. Big J said it, and I told y'all before. I'm trying to stay off that train, Big J. As far as hey, he's a good director, good writer and all that type of stuff. But studio head is something that's I
Struggle.
really so James Gunn has built a niche when it comes to when he directs or what he likes to direct. You know what I'm saying? What he likes to produce, right? We talked about it before. Like BJ just said, he likes that ragtag group, right? Which is why he chose when he signed on with Warner Brothers to do a DC project. What did he choose? Suicide Squad, right? Similar to Guardians of the Galaxy, right? That ragtag group. When he directs Superman, a lot of pieces in the movie, right? That's other than Superman, right? Instead of it being focused strictly on Superman, you had other characters in there too, kind of more ragtagish type of, right? And so with James Gunn, like I think we've said before, the fact that he is a comic book geek, he knows the comics in and out. And it's like I think you said it, BJ. It's like he tries his best to show y'all just how much of a geek he is when he's pulling out, characters from nowhere. Like he busts out with the Challengers of the Unknown movie. It's like, bro, nobody knows who the Challengers of the Unknown is unless you pick up the comics and know who those people are, right? Doom Patrol or something. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody know who those folks is unless you pick the comic book up, right? Like it's just it's a lot of stuff, man. Like I said, if you want these people to be able to kind of attach themselves with these characters, bro, you gotta establish a pillar, which I still to this very day do not understand. You are close friends with Kevin Feige. You worked with this dude for years. You worked with him for years, and I don't understand how you don't grasp that. You had to establish your pillars first, get the people familiar with the brand, and as soon as they did that, now Marvel taking off to the point now They walk around here with $2 billion movies and stuff like that, bro. Like, I don't understand how you don't pick up on that. Superman, one of your characters, cool. You built it. It was a successful movie right after the failed success of the DCEU. You build on that. But instead of you doing it the right way, you give us a Supergirl movie, a Clayface movie, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Now you're gonna give us a damn what's that boy named Jimmy Olsen and Rod show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, bro, come on, James Gunn. I just don't understand it, bro. You are now the head of a studio that was failing, and you knew what they were failing on. Like why they were failing. Why would you continue that? Your job is to try to make this brand a strong brand again. You're not doing that. You're not doing it. And I don't understand why he's not doing it. It's like it's all about stubbornness and about the fact, like you said, BJ, they gave him autonomy, bro, to do whatever the heck he wants. And it's like, but James Gunn, like, at some point, the studio had to step in. David Zaslav and them going to step in and say, hey, man, right now, we got to, for us to establish it's to the point, too, that they canceled some of their things because supposedly they were trying to take a step back and reevaluate things, right? Mm-hmm. If that's the case, then one of the things you should have reevaluated or came with the idea of is, we got to establish our heavy hitters. We don't know what's going to happen with. We don't know. We ain't heard a clue to a Aquaman, a Flash, a Wonder Woman. We getting bits and pieces of people connected to Batman. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not giving no remnants of Batman unless you want to count the Batman and Creature Commandos, right?
In Shadow, because they didn't want to show too much because they didn't want to allude or commit.
Yeah. So that's my thing, man, with this whole situation. I told y'all this before. I think BJ, before y'all even joined the show, I said this because I don't think Andy Muschietti is going to be the director.
Yeah.
Now, this is now the second time there was a disconnect between Andy Muschietti and James Gunn, which means if you telling us stuff and James Gunn saying no, that's not right, that tells me a couple things. One, you're not on this project no more, and two, somebody lying. Somebody lying out of them two. I don't know who it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, like BJ said, we've heard James Gunn say things before, then some other things happen. So it's like you got more of a history, James Gunn, of it kind of things being a little fibbish compared to Andy Muschietti. I don't have no evidence of Andy Muschietti lying about nothing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of interesting to me. Like I said before, I don't think that he's going to direct this movie. Now I know we had heard that rumor a while back that James Gunn's going to probably end up directing. But my thing is, if he is going to direct it, we would have heard something by now. Because he would have already had the script written and everything. We would have kind of not necessarily like in that direction or like getting ready to start. Because, like you said, BJ, he probably waiting on some things to fall into place, fall like the Batman for Matt Reeves or whatever. We probably would have heard something by now. Yeah. Then the fact that I don't know if y'all heard, they were saying that they hadn't even cast a Batman yet. They don't have a idea who's going to be Batman. That's another red flag.
But see, we keep hearing conflicting things because I've also heard that they've been doing reshoots for Clayface because they were trying to insert Batman in the Clayface. Okay, have you not heard that as well? That's one of the reasons.
Yeah, I heard that.
But I've only heard it from you. I haven't seen it anywhere else.
I heard it. I think Dot was mentioned on Campion. I think somebody else mentioned that when they were talking about the reshoots. They were saying that that's one of the rumors, is that they were doing reshoots in order to.
Which is why they pushed it back. Remember, it was supposed to come out in like September or something like that, and then they pushed it back to October because I was like, man, that's what it should have been the first time. They ended up pushing it back to October, and that was a rumor. Now with that, BJ, I don't necessarily think they're gonna have you're gonna see him full fledged in his suit, clear as day. It's gonna probably be something kind of like Creature Commando, where you see him on a roof in a silhouette or whatever, lightning flash, and you might see a little bit of the color, and then he kind of fade back to black or whatever. It might be one of them situations. Just kind of give you a hint that he exists in this universe or whatever, right? We still ain't got there yet, other than you see
the
John
sheriff
running
being
down
from Gotham.
Yeah, the sheriff being from Gotham, John running down the street, Gotham sign. In Superman, the Superman movie, a Gotham sign or whatever. Like I said, you see Creature Commando with the Batman silhouette, or we getting the Clayface movie, Gotham everywhere, and all that type of stuff. So that's the only kind of hint we got of Batman being around in this universe. Cause we also heard the rumor too, old boy from Obsession. There's a rumor to be Nightwing, so heard that rumor too. So that's why I'm like, man, I don't know what the holdup is on this, man. I don't know what the holdup is.
Like I said before, though, even if you're gonna tell us the lie that you don't believe that the other Batman movie is a holding up your Batman movie, and you could have then if you're gonna go with that lie, but you say, hey, we're working on it, then give us Wonder Woman. They said, well, I'm gonna say they said they got a script, but the script writer is the same one that did Supergirl. So, yeah, that's writing the script for Wonder Woman. So,
and that's another thing too, Big J. It's all part of you running the studio. Now, we said this on the show when we talked about Supergirl. When we did our spoiler discussion about this. This is your second movie out the gate. Your second movie out the gate, and you had the inkling of an idea to give that responsibility to a person who don't have a lot of credits under her belt. Like you didn't think to say you know what, this is the second movie out of a franchise that we are just getting off the ground. Let me make sure everything. Cross my T's and dot my I's and make sure everything is good. You don't do that. This random person that I saw one time at a coffee shop and gave me a piece of paper with an idea on it. Yeah, you know what? You go ahead and make the movie. I trust you. That sounds good to me. But go ahead.
You said she didn't have a lot of experience? It's my understanding she's never written a movie that was actually produced.
Nope.
I know she's written a play and she wrote a script for a screenplay for a movie that was never produced that everybody liked. But I'm like, what does that mean?
I'm gonna say too. On top of that, BJ, let's go back to James Gunn. You've been kind of known for lying, right? What we talked about on the show before when he started, DC Studios. What did James Gunn say? We're not gonna start a movie or anything until we are 100% sure about the script.
Yeah.
What was the main gripe for Supergirl?
Script.
So this is what I'm talking about. This is all part of you running the studio. You just sat there and told us, Big J, there's 2 instances where you bumping heads with directors. That's very Kathleen Kennedy-ish. It's the one thing I used to always hate about her. Is why can't you get this right? Why y'all this close with Kevin Feige? Y'all can't get nothing right. I don't understand this.
You're gonna force me to say something, because James Gunn also came in immediately when he took over and said what? He said that The Flash was the greatest superhero movie he'd ever seen, right?
Yeah.
So, what that mean?
It was all that. It must have had a bunch of music in it. I don't remember because that CGI was terrible.
Or could he just been lying? The acting wasn't even that great. And I mean, the Ezra Miller was annoying half the movie. The young Goofy Bear versus the other bear. All that was. I mean, I like Supergirl in that one. She was cool.
Yeah.
But
I did. The only thing I had an issue with the movie, bro. I really, really did not like the CGI in that movie, bro.
Oh my god,
I like the movie. Yeah, that CGI was terrible. The part where Christopher Reeve's Supergirl was there. The Nicolas Cage Superman. Who was another one? Was it Wonder Woman? They have a silhouette of her.
I think they had it was a bad CG of all of them. I think there was a bunch of all that in there. They had the giant spider,
the babies,
the microwave, and all that.
Microwave, yeah. I just that CGI it was bad, bro. And then I could see why they would take folks out the movie, man. Yeah, I just, man, and I think I heard John say it again. I think merger be damned. I think he's saying he could see James Gunn leaving in the middle of 2027, bro. And I'm with him, man, because this don't seem to be a good fit, man, like we thought it could be. You know what I'm saying? And for him, bro, it's like I think I go back to saying this. I don't know if it's because it's too much on his plate, or he just kind of like he kind of set in his ways and like I'm gonna do it my way or else type thing, right? With the stubbornness, whatever. Like right now, I take an old girl who wrote the Supergirl script, taking her off of Wonder Woman or whatever, right? Knowing how bad of a job she did in the last movie. And like I said, you can't get Wonder Woman wrong. You
Wait,
can't
she's
get
writing.
Batman wrong. You know what I'm saying? Those are too heavy. You have to get those right, especially in the position that you're in right now. Like you're still on kind of shaky ground a little bit. Yeah, Leonard's doing good, but I tell folks all the time, the normal
Understand.
people, the normal like average person who watch TV and stuff aren't equating Lanterns to the DCU movies. The movies are standing on their own compared to how we look at it. Yeah, we look at it like, okay, all this falls under that umbrella. The normal person does not do that. So right now you are on shaky ground because you had Superman first and you hit him with a Supergirl. So but go ahead, BJ.
So I look at she's writing Wonder Woman and Teen Titans.
So she's still on Teen Titans.
She's on both.
I don't know. I don't know, BJ. I don't know, bro. I hope and pray that they get it right, bro. Like I said, James Gunn got everything at his disposal. You got one of the biggest comic book companies. You got literally all your IP, all your IP. I just don't understand why this is so difficult. I don't understand why running and creating content for DC is difficult in general. We always talk about, man, we want a person who is a comic book head and know the comics and all that stuff. You got that in James Gunn, and yet things are still ran the same way they've been running for DC since 2013. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it, bro. But who am I, y'all? Who am I?
All right, so here's a quick question. But they've been talking. Campy and a bunch of people been talking about the sale and the deal that may be cut to see if they can make the sale go through, and some of the assets that they're talking about shaving off.
Yeah, shaving off WB. I mean, DC and like Harry Potter and all that.
So would Marvel? I mean, would Disney step in and buy DC? Because that would not be. That wouldn't be a monopoly because it's not. That's IP. It's not a studio. It's intellectual property. You're just buying the property.
Wasn't there a rumor a while back that Disney thought about buying DC?
That was so. What's Armin threw that out there a couple of years ago.
Okay, I thought I heard a rumor about that.
You know what I'm saying? That the dude from Comic Book Cast that always just throws out weird lies. He put that out there a couple of years ago.
Okay, maybe that's where that came from. I thought I heard some kind of a rumor. Because somebody, I think, what did John do? He threw it like Sony or somebody like that. I don't know if Sony going to be able to.
I don't know if Sony got that money.
That's what I was thinking too. And I don't.
Apple.
Because, I'm thinking maybe Apple. Would Netflix step in?
They could. Netflix still doesn't have a studio, though. That's the problem. Netflix has internal studios. They don't have a full-on
movie studio.
Yeah, theatrical movie studio.
Or maybe Comcast. I think they were trying to
Amazon?
get. I can see Amazon. Comcast was trying. Man, listen, you know what? If they go to Amazon, I think I trust Amazon more than goddamn
Paramount.
What do you? Yeah, probably like Paramount. Paramount.
Their current heads.
Yeah. So I can see it, bro. I can see it because I want somebody to. I know if it was that easy to do what Marvel done, then we see more studios do it. But as far as just being a competent studio is what I'm asking you to do. Like I said, bro, you got a gold mine in your hand, bro. Like, just be competent in what you're doing. That's all I'm asking for, man. You know what I mean? Like
good TV shows, good comics, good animation, but fail like no other movies.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Here's the problem, though, because I thought about Amazon. It can go to Amazon. I was going to say it can't go to Netflix, because if it goes to Netflix, immediately people be like, well, Netflix and Snyder got a relationship. They're going to go ahead. That'd be the first thing that they'd be like,
we don't want that.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't hate Snyderverse, but, like I said, I guarantee that all the fanboys would be like.
Yeah, not Snyder in general. I mean, listen, I like the movies, but I can admit that there was some issues within the universe or whatever. I can admit that. But I just don't want to hear the Snyder bros, whatever the hell you call them or whatever, bro, online. I just don't want to deal with all that, bro. So yeah, stay away from Netflix. Matter of fact, is Netflix and Snyder them still on good terms? Because I heard because of them last like 2 or 3 movies, bro, they was like, you know what? We're gonna go in another direction.
He
That's
did
what I
that
kind of
zombie
heard.
movies. No, those came out well. It was just when he did those other 2, the other 3.
Yeah. What's the name? Rebel Moon or whatever.
Yeah, the Rebel Moon series. But the zombie movies actually were cool. Like
The Dave
what was
Bautista
it?
one.
Yeah, there was 2. There was a Army of Thieves and an Army
And
of
then,
because Army of Thieves was the prequel, the one involving
yeah,
the lockpick, and that was a good movie. I like that
yeah. Army of the Dead was the next one.
movie.
Oh, was it Army of the Dead? I think
Something like that, but
Army of the Dead.
they came out in reverse order because the one in Vegas came out first, and the other one was a prequel, and it was supposed to be a trilogy. But I don't know whatever happened to the last one.
All right, y'all. Turn the page. It's the last one we got here because it's me and you right here because Jay ain't watch it. Masters of the Universe 2 is reportedly in the works at Amazon. BA mentioned this, but he ain't even on the show to talk about it. The film pulled in 1.1 billion viewing minutes on streaming. It flopped at the box office and lost over 150 million. Get your thoughts on this, cuz, before I kind of
It's annoying.
My little rant.
It's annoying. I'm glad that they are looking to do a part 2, but it's mad annoying because this is from people just paying attention to the naysayers or whatever instead of just going to the movie and
That ain't it.
I know it's not it, but it's still part of it because when you actually sit down and watch it, like you enjoy it. I know they did a terrible job advertising. They hadn't been
That's
able
the
to
issue.
been able to get the youth in it, but still, some of it is just people just not going to go see it and trusting it. I am, but that is incredible for it to hit a billion. Was it viewing hours? It's like, yeah, duh. So that is promising for another one to release. What I wonder is if there were new subscribers from it, like how many new subscribers, like, oh, this is on there. Let me just sign up for a little bit or just purchase it real quick just to see what it's about. I wonder what those numbers are, but it is exciting that there'll be another one coming out. But it is to me frustrating that they wait to the streaming that is streaming online.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed it's coming out. It's probably possibly in the works.
Yeah.
But this is my thing, bro. Like I said, the reason why I was saying what I said because even King kind of mentioned it. He said, you know, and he was telling me, he's like, bro, the marketing for this was trash, and that's what it was. But we said this on the show, and it started with the name of it because this is not it's not a brand that's translated throughout time, saying throughout generations or anything like that, right? It kind of died off a little bit there in the like mid 90s, maybe early 90s range. So it's more catered to our age group and not to the anyone behind it. Like, yeah, you might say, oh, they got shows on Netflix, but it's not like something that's in a zeitgeist like that where people are talking about it and recognize it, right? And so, like I said, we already talked about it. We started with the name. I don't know why they didn't put He-Man. Like, people recognize the name He-Man.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody don't know. A lot of people don't know what Master of the Universe is or whatever, right?
Yeah.
The fact too, like I said, just watching the movie, you can tell it built off of nostalgia, right? We sitting there watching like, oh man, I can't believe it. I remember this as a kid. Remember that as a kid. But you got younger generations don't know what the heck is going on. Yeah. So I felt like they did this more for the nostalgia of the people who grew up on it and not built it for an overall broader audience. That was the issue. Because on Rotten Tomatoes, things got an 86% on for the audience. The audience loved the movie. It's just that you didn't
build the audience that watched it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't build it for a broader audience, man. And that was the issue. Like, I don't understand how the marketing missed it so bad, bro. I really don't. I don't know how they missed it so bad. We're in an era, bro, where folks love superheroes. Mm-hmm. You could have catered it more to a superhero type of level instead of just hey, y'all remember this? This is back. Now, I know what it is. My nephew don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know who the heck He-Man is. I gotta sit there and explain it to him. He's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, cool.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. But go ahead, BJ.
So here's a question for you. Like when we talked about Supergirl, right? And I questioned why make Supergirl again because the last one didn't make any money, right?
Oh yeah, fair.
Same thing with the original Masters of the Universe. It had a worldwide. Oh wow, this show worldwide it made $17,338,000, and it made $313 internationally. So yes.
Let me tell you what the difference is. Was Supergirl a good movie?
Coming back then, no, it was campy. This Master Universe was campy back then. You know, like I said, are you talking about the current one? Are you talking about the new one?
Well, yeah, the new Supergirl. Is that movie good?
It had its problems. So here's I didn't hate. Like I tell you, I didn't hate everything about the movie. But
no. Well, so what I'm saying is, generally, you know, saying the broad as a whole collective, it's not good. You know, for a lot of people, right? A lot of people don't think it's good. For Masters of the Universe, the people who saw the movie thought the movie was good. Like if you go to that video where John Campy is talking about this, BJ, and just go through the comment section, you will see so many. Matter of fact, as John is talking, people are like, "What the hell is John talking about? That movie was good. Man, I loved it. I love it. This movie was good." Da, da, da. Like people who saw the movie liked the movie. That's not the issue. Like I said, I understand what you're saying about the first one, the last one, or whatever. But like I said, that this movie was light years better than last He-Man, bro. Like I said, even as a kid, I was like, "This ain't He-Man. I don't know what this is." Right?
No, I get what you're saying.
They cut back so much on it, bro, and saved so much money or whatever on that one that didn't feel like He-Man. This one literally felt like you ripped it out of the old cartoon and kind of made it more of a modernized feel of He-Man or whatever, right? The movie is good. Like I said, it's just you didn't market the movie well. You didn't put it out there well.
No, I get it, but what I'm telling you is this too, though, is for a property that hasn't been a thing for over 40 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that was the thing. If you, like I said, if you were going to release a He-Man movie, you maybe should have led up to it, maybe do a show or something to build up to it. But
that's all I'm saying, BJ.
Here's this movie that we like. Here's a movie we had 40 years ago.
Yeah, remember this guy?
And like I said, no, because like I said, that should have been in my wheelhouse, but I had zero interest in this movie because I didn't care about the last one. When I was a kid, I was like, because I thought He-Man was kind of goofy. So the thing is, when this one came out, I'm like, yeah, but it's like a lot of people don't care about it. And like I said, it's not like Transformers. We had 15 years of Transformers movies where people can still be like, yeah, I remember that, and I remember Bumblebee, and I remember, or even G.I. Joe. They've been making G.I. Joe movies. If you want to make another G.I. Joe movie, they're talking about, you've had G.I. Joe movies in the last 30, 40 years. The last He-Man movie came out in 1987.
87,
so you're talking about 40 years later.
The last thing of He-Man, minus the Netflix movies, was the 2002 He-Man show, right? And like I said, that it's not in the cultural zeitgeist the way people think it is. Like we can sit here and say all of us know who He-Man is, so we say He-Man movie. Oh, okay, yeah, He-Man. I remember that. But like I said, my nephews, my nieces don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about that. And then, like I said, like the name He-Man is recognizable. Like people, you might not know what it is, but you heard of it before, right? You didn't even put that in the title to kind of draw people in. Like He-Man, what's this about? You didn't even do that. Masters of the Universe. Nobody knows what that is unless you are born around the time when Masters of the Universe came out. That just the name alone, you fell behind the 8 ball. Because I remember me and Kurt was sitting there saying, like, hold on, why is it called Master of the Universe and not He-Man Master of the Universe? That would make more sense.
I think it would appeal to a few more people. Like I said, I think He-Man would have more, but like I said, you're talking about an IP that wasn't huge back in the days, and you're bringing it back without any build up to it. So like I said, that's like them releasing Thundercats right now. If they release a Thundercats movie, people are like, who? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So that's my thing though, BJ. If you're going to do that, right? I'm gonna give you a prime example. Nobody knew what the heck the Guardians of the Galaxy were, unless you were a diehard MCU fan, right? People talking about, dang, is it a tree and a raccoon? What are you talking about, right? Yeah. But the way they marketed it, the way that they promoted it, right? It's like you're showing a certain light to it, to where it's like, well, damn, this looks a little interesting. They didn't do that at all with He-Man. They literally market it to where, like you just said a minute ago, y'all remember this?
Mhm.
This look familiar, huh? You remember this, right? But yeah, we do. But you have to cater it, like you just said. This is a property that ain't been around in 40 years. You have to market it in a way and present it in a way that's going to draw everybody in. You can't exclude those people, or you're not going to make the money. Like you lost money because of that, because you excluded a big chunk of people out there. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that hurt. Like I said, we live in a time, bro, where superheroes are the thing. It's kind of like Shazam. You got a pretty much a kid who calls chance a name or whatever, bro, and he turns to a superhero. You could have built off of that. That alone. They didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I said, like I said, if you're gonna do a movie like this or a property like this, bro, you gotta, and you know that it's like you said, it ain't been around in 40 years, bro. You gotta find a way to market it to draw the people in, bro. And they did not do that, BJ. Like I said, the people who haven't seen it like the movie. But the people who seen the movie are people like us. You already had our money already. You're trying to get the other people's money. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're trying to do. Like I said, me and Cuz went to the movies and saw this. Even folks around our age and they're dressed in like, He-Man, Skeletor, all that type of stuff, right?
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of there were kids in there, but it wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like normally the kids, like with Spider-Man, kids were dressed in Spider-Man costumes and all that stuff. You didn't see kids walking around with a sword and dressed like Skeletor and all that type of stuff. You didn't see that. You saw the adults. Because you marketed towards us and not to them too. They don't know who the heck that is. You got to market to them. You got to promote it in a certain way and bring it to light for them. Especially if you haven't touched this character in 40 years. You know what I'm saying?
I just looked at something too. I was like, because I thought, what about Voltron? Because I know they have the live action Volt, but
when that come out?
It comes out next year. But here's the crazy thing: like they've already announced that it's not going to theaters. It's going to be strictly on streaming.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why do that? Because Voltron did have because like I said, it started in '84, but then they had multiple shows after that. Last one I think was 2016 on Netflix. There was the Voltron shows on Netflix. Like I said, but once again, you had shows within the last 10 years, and there's been other Voltron shows. So that people at least know what they don't. It wouldn't be like, what is this thing that you're talking about? I never heard of at least. You know what I'm saying?
So a couple things, because He-Man also had 2 movies on Netflix in the last 5 years or whatever, right? Yeah. This is the thing, like I said, it's different, Big J. Like for example, Ninja Turtles. You say Ninja Turtles. That has constantly been out there to where it's in the zeitgeist. Like my little nephew knows who Ninja Turtles are, right? Because it's got different iterations. I think because he posted in the group. They got a little baby Ninja Turtle show coming out for the kids, all that type of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So every generation knows who Ninja Turtles are because it's constantly out there. Power Rangers. Every generation know what Power Rangers is or whatever, right? Like, yeah, you can say we had shows, but it wasn't out there enough to where like everybody recognized. If I say Voltron, they know what Voltron is. Like if I go tell my little sister-in-law what Voltron is, she gonna look at me like I'm crazy, like I'm speaking Spanish or something. Like she don't understand what I'm talking about. And so that's the difference, man. Like it's cool that you bringing out all these, like you said, Voltron, which to kind of answer your question too, BJ. I think the reason why Voltron is going to Amazon because they were scared of what happened with He-Man. To be honest with you, so they believe that Voltron can pull He-Man like numbers on Amazon.
But they already shot the movie.
No, they did.
So
you right.
So like, just release it. You've already paid for it.
Because I feel like they shot it and then decided not to put it in the movie theater.
Yeah, they said it shot from 24 to 25.
Yeah, they shot. I remember. So I mean,
Henry Cavill.
Yeah, Henry Cavill. Your boy, Killmonger's dad. Yeah, Sterling K. Brown. It's got who I think was one of the Sydney Sweeney. I think. Your girl, I think Sydney Sweeney in that movie too, ain't she? No. She's in. They coming out with a Gundam show for Netflix. Shout out to Gundam. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, man, it's that's why you always hear me say, yeah, good movie got to be good and all that stuff. But how are you going to draw the audience to your movie? How are you going to do that? That's the most important part. That's exactly advertising. That's why trailers are important. The way y'all heard me say all the time, you don't get to make a first impression twice. You got to get the marketing right. How many times we seen movies, bro, where it's like, well, that first trailer, you're like, damn. Then the second one come out like, oh, okay, it should have had that one as a first trailer. But then they turn around and it hurts the movie because of that. People already programmed like, damn, I think that movie gonna be good. I saw that trailer. Well, they got a second trailer though. Yeah, my mind still made up already. I don't think I'm gonna watch that. That's just, I mean, that's how it goes in the marketing business when it comes to movies and stuff, bro. That's why trailers are so important. You gotta get the trailer right. You gotta get the marketing right. You gotta get the who are you trying to draw in with this, whatever, right? So, but that's their job. That's the marketing team's job. You know what I'm saying? So if they're not doing it right, then they might need to move around and get somebody else in there that know what they're doing. But
so they did it DC. After Supergirl, they fired the head of marketing.
oh, they did for real?
Yeah. Like that was her fault. You know what I'm saying?
Is James Gunn them gonna fire themselves? Because they had nothing to do with her. Hey, no amount of marketing was gonna help that movie, bro. That started with the writing. It's who hired the writer
and the director
and the director. And I mean, how much of this? How much of that you putting on the? How much you putting on the writer? How much you putting on the director?
I put a lot on the director, like I tell you, because the director, when he came out and said that, that's when I had doubts.
Oh yeah.
When he came back and said he hadn't read the source material.
Had read source material, yeah.
He said he just used the script 100% to do his storyboarding and stuff, and I'm like, dude, how? I'm like, you got source material with images. It's already storyboarded for you. Just go pick up the comic. You know what I'm saying?
I still don't understand how a screenwriter, like I said, Superman was built from scratch, you know what I'm saying, from the ground up, when like wasn't James Gunn literally had to sit there and write that out, right? It's not based off anything. You wrote a movie based off of a popular comic book story and you still got it wrong. It's right there for you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you get your answers from Google or something, from Chat GPT. Like, bro, it's right there in front of you. Just put it on the screen.
Recheck those answers. Recheck those answers.
Yeah, still got it wrong, but it is what it is. All right, fellas, man, we can turn the page here. Let's get to the question, the comments, man, so we can call it a night. All right, man. Let's see what we got here, fellas. Of course, this ain't no one on. There you go. We got CJ in the building. CJ says, "What's up, fellas? We in for a good episode tonight. Yeah, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you."
We got Wolf saying hello. Hello, Wolf. Hello. What's that? Paul with Fala with the birds. I guess talking about Green Lantern with the green bird. That bitch J favorite part. Salam says, "What's up, fellas? Yo, I'm digging how y'all are adding the clips in the interviews to the to comment on." Yeah.
You did the you showed the pictures of it, but last couple episodes he actually had like video.
Yeah, I'm gonna start adding a little bit more of that too, man, so we can start kind of getting it from the horse's mouth here, man. So shout out to Aaron Pierre for that. Salam says, I'm seeing some theories that the sheriff is a manhunter, but she has a maiden name of Batman's mother. Yep, Kane. And what's on the phone with Commissioner Gordon? I think the cowboy's wife is too obvious. Might be right.
Just because he asked about Barbara, that may not be. It could be a different Barbara.
It's a lot of Barbaras.
That's a lot of Barbaras.
Salam said he getting into 8.7. Okay, Salam. I think you gave it 8.5 on the last one, I think.
Yeah, so it's stepping up. It's stepping up.
Salam also says Bass needs to be on hold until we get a different director than Gunn. Not hating on him because I like him, but they can't do another director verse. It's a steady hand is needed to guide the projects, not direct all. Yeah, I hear you. Salam. I don't know if I don't know if Gunn gonna direct this movie or not. But I'm willing to put Big J's hot toys on it. I don't think Andy Muschietti directing the movie. I don't think it's gonna be Andy Muschietti, man. I'm confident. I'm somewhat confident that it's not gonna be Andy Muschietti, man. I might be wrong on that, but yeah. Salam says if you mess up any of the Trinity and Teen Titans, it's curtains. Yeah. The Trinity is what I'm worried about, Salam. But I hear you. Someone needs to buy all of DC and not individual characters. All or nothing. Apple needs to come through and save us. Yeah, somebody needs to save us. Somebody
Disney.
I don't know. All under one studio.
That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
They could do the
Oh, y'all gonna-
crossovers. You do the
Y'all gonna
crossovers.
see the what you calls, man. What's called the crossovers, yeah. The amalgamation universe. CJ says, should DC just scrap the Brave and the Bold and let Matt Reeves Batman take center stage, or better yet, stick to a standalone Batman movie instead of forcing him into a shared universe? Nah, you can't have the DC universe without Batman. But go ahead, BJ.
And they, Batman.
That's the thing. They've already went to Matt Reeves, but Matt Reeves basically only agreed to do it if he could do it like Christopher Nolan did it. He wanted a standalone, not connected story to anything except his own stuff, which is why he did the Penguin. And like I said, that's all in his universe. He doesn't want tied to a broad. And when they tried, he said no. So they really can't do nothing except launch a secondary Batman, which he said makes sense and everybody would understand and everybody be cool with, but he just ain't doing it. So with no explanation as to why he ain't doing it, you know.
You know what's crazy? He'll go online and talk about everything else, but won't tell you what we need to know. That's crazy, boy. CJ says Snyder has talked about only coming back to DC to do an adaptation of Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns. Him and James are friends, right? Yes.
Wasn't that kind of what he did with Batfleck?
Batman vs Superman. Yeah, it is. That's where he got it from, with the big bat symbol on the chest and everything from The Dark Knight Returns. Yeah. So that suit is also from Dark Knight Returns.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, never say never, I guess, but I don't see that happening. It could be wrong. You could be wrong, but I don't know. I don't see it happening though, CJ. I don't know. Could be wrong, man. It might happen. I'm not mad at it if it did, but yeah, that would be fire though. I ain't gonna lie to you. CJ says, if they do move forward with the Brave and the Bold, who do you think they might cast as Bruce Wayne / Batman? Brandon Oliver Jackson, Jake Gyllenhaal, or Tom Brittany? I don't know, bro. Cause Brandon, he getting older now, bro. And the longer and longer we sit here and wait for this new Batman, the further away. Who's Oliver Jackson Cohen?
That's what I'm looking up now.
Hold on. You threw a name out there, CJ. Give me a second, man. Oh, okay. Yeah.
English again?
Man, nah.
He 39.
Nah.
Another British dude again. We come on.
You already gave up Batman once to the French. I mean to the English. Nah.
And Spider-Man and Superman
and
Magneto, Charles Xavier again, Magneto again.
Stewart.
I mean, he got the Batman look. I don't know. He's 39. I don't know if they're gonna go that old. They might go a little younger with Batman. I'm not sure.
Are they still doing Brave and the Bold? That's another question.
LOL.
I don't know, bro. According to your boy, it's not on hold, BJ. According to your boy. CJ said maybe Sydney Sweeney as Poison Ivy or Black Canary.
Nope. No, she's gonna be sitting next to us. She's gonna be sitting next to us. That's the only thing she'll partake when it comes to the movie.
No, I think I'm good. Think I'm good on that one, CJ. I think I'm good on that one. And last but not least, Salam said this is why it wouldn't be terrible if Amazon or Apple buy DC. They can afford to give the films big budgets regardless of box office performance, because they'll put it on the streaming service and get the subs. Man,
if it were to Apple, they'll have fire shows, but you wouldn't know about it.
Yeah.
You don't tell nobody about anything.
I don't think Apple's like I said. People say that because Apple got a ton of money, but I don't think any of these companies are just throwing money away. They're not going to be like, "Hey, we'll throw all this money away and give it just to get people to go to our streaming thing." Like I said, Amazon Prime, they dumped a ton of money initially, but I don't think they're in the business of continuing to just throw money at streaming projects when they're not even making money. Now they're trying to get ads on their streaming service. Same thing with Disney Plus. They're about to switch to ads because they're losing money on this stuff. So like I said, I don't think you're gonna have these 150, $200 million shows anymore, or big budget stuff just for streaming projects, because they have to be able to monetize that stuff. The subscribers aren't doing it anymore.
I was gonna say something. I forgot what I was about to say. He said it was thinking something. He said it's terrible. Amazon, big budget. Oh, that's what I was gonna say, bro. Why don't Now I thought I had the idea that James Gunn was gonna go like straight comic book when it came to his universe. Like he was gonna be more the fantastical, and then MCU's kind of more of the kind of closer to the grounded, you know what I'm saying, where it's like the fantastical in the real world. I always thought that Gunn's gonna do the opposite, take the real world and put it in the fantastical. That's what I kind of thought he was gonna do, but we didn't get that, man. And I was kind of wondering why they don't go that route to kind of separate themselves from from Marvel or whatever.
But Marvel's been going more that direction. They've been going more actual suit, comic accurate suits and
all that. Yeah. I mean, and I'm willing to bet you, Big J, it's gonna be way, because the way that the director and all that talking, the way Kevin Feige talking, wait till this mutant saga come out. Wait till after Secret Wars and how they
finna ball out.
Even Doomsday. You remember what everybody said about Doomsday? They said that they're doing a lot of stuff practical. Even with Doomsday, they said that they're not doing everything in the volume when where it's all green screen. They said they were doing a lot of stuff in camera with it to make it look better. So I'm like, because they said that was one of the things I heard. They said that Doomsday is probably one of the most beautiful, from a cinematography standpoint, movies that the MCU's ever had. I heard that about a year ago.
I like how Spider-Man looked too.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Salam also says, but having DC characters to throw on all their products or rides like Disney.
You must be talking about Comcast buying them then. So they got Universal.
I won't be mad at Comcast. Yeah, no, I mean, you know what? Universal. Comcast Universal. I'm not mad at it.
They got the part of the Universal Studios.
I'm not mad at it, bro. That might work. That might be who we need to keep an eye on if they talking about doing that. Yeah. And he says, did you guys already book your Infinity War? Is it on sale?
Yeah, they went on sale this morning when they dropped the trailer.
Oh, damn. No, I didn't get mine yet. No, I thought you just showing us a trailer. I didn't know it.
No, as soon as the trailer dropped when it went on sale.
Nobody gave me a heads up. Y'all not real no more.
But I already looked at them. The problem is near me, for me, they only have matinee shows right now. All I see, because for the Infinity Vision, they're only doing matinee shows for like Thursday, Friday, and I mean I could go Saturday. That's why I look at maybe going Saturday on the matinee. But like the first show on Thursday is at 1 p.m. That's the only show on Thursday.
Cuz you got your tickets?
Nah, I forgot about it. I was busy all day.
Yeah, I forgot all about it, bro.
No, I looked at it. But the thing is, they have been selling, because they said that this in the first 2 hours, it became the most pre-ordered pre-release of all time.
Jeez.
Already.
Hold on. When is it? Oh, wait. I'm tripping. Was it not October? When it come out?
September 24th. September 24th.
Let me try this Friday then. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we might need to get our tickets in, cuz. Did y'all want to go all together and watch it?
Where y'all watching? If y'all watching in the boonies, I ain't going out there.
No, we don't go to no boonies. Yeah, you might have to watch this, man. They got Adobe at 6:00.
See, okay, you looking on the AMC app.
Wait, hold on, my bad. Let me click on it first. Oh, man.
It sold out?
Ooh, man. Hold on, let me see if y'all can see this. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
It's a big old chunk in the middle, bro. Gone.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that's how it is. But like I said, the only reason it's not sold out here is because they're only doing matinees right now, because it's the Infinity Vision.
Mm-hmm.
This is only so Cinemark's only doing Infinity Vision.
Are we talking about this?
What?
This movie, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going. I'm definitely going.
Dang, it's not showing in a lot of places.
Mm-hmm. That's not here.
Nope. Okay.
Well, so once again, so here's what I think they're doing. I think just like they did with Endgame the first time, this first batch is only Infinity Vision seats.
Special.
So let me get my Infinity seats in. Damn, bro, I didn't know, Big J. I didn't even know.
I think they'll open up all of them probably in the next week or two. They'll probably open up all the regular seats like they did with Doomsday. How they did. First batch was only Infinity, and then the second batch was the regular tickets. I think they're gonna do the same thing.
Oh, I'm getting my tickets right now. My bad, y'all. I know this ain't professional. TJ, man, I'm glad you said something, man, because I'm sitting there like. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me get your sister a ticket too, cause just in case. Just in case she want to go.
Why didn't you get man?
Oh wait, hold on. Oh, she must got too many tickets already reserved. It's over. She can't reserve nothing right now.
Head dang.
Well, are you talking about the AMC?
Mm-hmm.
Can't be talking about it because remember they said that you can only have 4 tickets reserved at any given time on your account. They said that when they was reserving the stuff for Doomsday, that counts, and if you did Doom, that counts.
Dang.
Damn.
So you have to wait until and then just buy them on the day. Otherwise,
that's why I couldn't. That's why I couldn't do the. Remember I told you about the Spider-Man ticket situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened to me. I had to wait the next day to get the ticket.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I just purchased it. Yeah, appreciate you, CJ, boy, because I didn't even think about it, bro. I completely forgot. Oh, my bad. Yeah, we can wrap it up. Yeah, my bad. I'm sitting there trying to get these tickets. But yeah, listen, man. We definitely appreciate y'all, man, geeking out with your boys, man, yet again for another episode. Listen, if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Join us here every Tuesday evening and Saturday morning. We'll be back here this Saturday for more geek news in movies and television. So we'll catch y'all guys here, man. Listen, it's your boy Rail. Got BA. He said better than BA. We got Big J. We got Cuz in a bit of BA. Be back on Saturday, y'all. It's because we geeked. We talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television, y'all. Real American hero right here, y'all. Stay geeked, and we out.